Welcome to the brand new Draymond Green Show YouTube channel. Hit subscribe so you don't miss out on any of our content. Although I didn't end up on this Olympic team, I remember vividly winning in 2021 and like saying, yo, the next step is to beat France in France. And somehow France, they beat Germany. Well, I know how.
Yeah.
I know how they pulled
let's
it
talk
out.
about that one too.
The matchups was good for them. You know, Yabusele, who was drafted by the Celtics, played like 2-3 years in the league, went back. They had incorporated him put him in the lineup.
Yeah.
Took Rudy Gobert out the lineup.
Got it.
And last game he had 23. Today he had 17.
Okay. Well.
And then they got this guy, I think his name is like Matthias, and Lesort. And like they throwing the ball into him like he getting to it.
He can get to it, yeah.
And they were just way more physical.
Mm-hmm.
And Wemby made some big plays, some big shots. But they took Rudy Gobert out of the lineup.
Yep.
And they won.
Again.
So what are your thoughts on that? So now going into the gold medal game, think about this. Going into the gold medal game, this is Rudy Gobert all-star for Defensive Player of the Year versus Joel Embiid. If you're France coach, do you have to take into account that this dude got to see those guys and he's familiar with those guys? Do you play him more or do you roll with what's been working?
Well, out of respect, give him a chance. But if he ain't cutting it, you got to roll with what you got. You know what I mean? Like, it's a gold medal game. You know what I'm like? It's the gold medal game. We've been winning. How many times the coach say, we've been winning this way, why change it?
Absolutely.
Rudy Gobert got to figure out, like, and humble himself and say, yo, if I want a gold medal, I'm going to have to sit this one out. Or if I want a gold medal, when I do play, I got to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe better for Rudy Gobert against centers he play against all the time. And Embiid, AD, Bam, he got a chance. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I think just the makeup of a team, he is just like, there's not a right four other players that complement him being out there. And sometimes that's just the nature of the game.
Yeah. Like,
you can be a great defensive player, you can be a great offensive player, but if you don't complement the other four players or they don't complement you, then it ain't no flow.
Yeah.
And I think that's why, you see the results. They can throw the ball inside. You can't throw the ball inside with Rudy Gobert.
Mm-hmm.
If Rudy Gobert don't block 2 shots, 3 shots, 4 shots, like, you got to go block 4 or 5 shots to have an impact.
Yeah.
He got to go get 12, 15 rebounds to have an impact. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And get, like, at his position for what they need to win, because a lot of what he's called to do is Wemby could do it, but he play on the perimeter.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to be physical. You got to be something that is reliable.
Yeah.
And so I'd rather rely on homeboy to go give me 17, 15, at least, you know what I mean? Like, it's something I can go to. I mean, I feel sorry for Rudy Gobert. You know what I mean? Like, everybody pick on him and shit. You be picking on him.
I don't pick on anyone.
You don't. You
tell the truth. I tell the truth.
You don't.
We live in this day and age where, and I've been speaking about it forever, the new media, like, where these people don't necessarily tell the truth, in large part because it don't fit their narrative.
For sure.
But also because they just don't know how to see it.
Yeah.
And so for me, I just tell the truth. And listen, when you are a max level player,
facts is facts,
a defensive player of the year over and over and over again, that comes with a certain responsibility.
Right.
And if you don't uphold that responsibility, ain't nobody watching this show if I'm like, well, wasn't Rudy Gobert's fault. Like, no, if it was your fault, it was your fault.
It has to be. If you got all these accolades, You gotta show up.
Absolutely.
Like Dikembe Mutombo, he always showed up. He always blocked shots. Always foul you. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't never not a time where it was like he wasn't that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My problem with Gobert is I don't really know. Like, is he really? He's not intimidating at the rim. So I don't know how you can be defensive player of the year if you're not intimidated. Like, if people are not intimidated to go to the rim. So that's just, I just think that he has a lot of accolades. I think he's a good player, but you got to find the right 4 people to make him effective. And the way that France is made up and going into this USA game, like, he got to find a way. And he got to humble himself. Sometimes, like, you know what I'm saying? This shit the glove don't fit, man.
No, I agree. And they've been playing much better basketball since they took the proof is in the pudding.
Yeah.
But
what about USA though? Like, so what about this damn game?
So
you know what I mean?
So I was just about to ask you,
bro.
So I was just about to ask you. So second half, the team was clearly better when we went talent. Like in Team USA, we got our role players. I've been a role player on Team USA, like, and Derek White's in that category, Drew's in that category. But then we also, what makes us so much better than all these other teams is that we got that, and we got role players that are the greatest role players in the world.
Yep.
But then we got the greatest stars in the world. And so I felt like earlier in that game, maybe like I started texting Bob like, yo, we need to get like KD in with Steph and Bron. Because earlier in that game, you could tell like we weren't about to out role player them.
Yeah.
And it's no knock to our role players, but that's what they do.
That's what they do. That's how they get you.
That's what they do.
That's how you get caught up.
When are we going to go with the dogs?
Yeah.
And I can speak from a role player perspective. Like, I always try to make it to where no matter what, I need to be in the game. Like, I got to be in the game because I'm going to do something, make something. But, like, the reality is, in Game 4 of the NBA Finals, I had to come out. It's the first time it happened to me in my career where it was like, damn, it's winning time, and it was better for me not to be in the game. That's the first time it happened to me in my career. But it happened to me. And I said all of that to say, as a role player, sometimes it just happened to you. And you could see it. Like, it was there. Like, yo, it's time. Like, go to those guys.
Yeah.
And when we finally got there, we did. As a star player, a guy who's going to get 30, 25 a night, if you're the star on that team and you know you got other guys, at what point, if you're Bron, if you're Steph, you going to Steve like, no, we need K, we need Book, like, we need Joe, like, we need these stars right now to star power us to that thing. What's that balance?
I mean, for a coach, you got to think like it's all energy, right? Because like if you can start with your top dogs. I'm going to rely on him. He going to rely on him. It's almost like we too unselfish. I think when the going get tough, ain't no fucking superstars, right? So you're like Steph, LeBron, KD, they know that they have to superstar at a high, like the reason why they got a superstar at a high level. And the reason why you are a superstar is because you're the most incredible role player and the most undefined role player at your position. You know what I mean? And so when you're playing against Germany, you got to think those dudes are role players in the NBA. They're superstars for their country.
Absolutely.
So we coming out thinking like, oh man, that's Bogdanovich. We know what he do. But like, we ain't really seen him with all the freedom in the world and all the confidence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's playing a lot harder than he would play in the NBA because he's playing defense. He boxing out, all the little things. And so for us, we got to match that with incredible talent.
Yeah.
Because if Drew Holiday, White, they used to like being energy guys, right? But if the energy don't meet where we think these dudes are role players, but they superstars, they superstars in their mind.
Absolutely.
Right? We
Absolutely.
still role players.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like all-stars in our role in this confine of the team. Because, you know what I mean? It's like they ain't got no LeBron. So now you got to figure out, oh, shit, we down. Like when you see them dudes at the end of the game celebrating and hugging each other, it's because they made that sacrifice. It wasn't casual. Like, it ain't casual no more, dog. Like, what we gonna do? You know, and when you got 5 of your most talented players out there on the floor, once that momentum, because you the momentum, you know how to change the energy and, like, catch them. Once that momentum changed, all 5 of those dudes are playing selfish, unselfish, and they're not thinking about, oh, I'm relying on LeBron. Or LeBron, like, I'm relying on Steph. It's like, nope, here I go. I'm not open. Boom. That's the play. They playing the play. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They play, oh, that's Steph. That's good.
Yeah.
Like, but before, it's like, oh, that's Steph. That's good. Let me run back. It's like, nah, they go a shot. If this shit come off, I got to get the rebound. You know, it's like that sense of urgency. When you got 5 superstars, they all going to be the best role player when they click it. And I think that's how they caught him.
Hey, are you not playing best ball at DraftKings? My opinion, you're missing out. DraftKings Best Ball Millionaire Contest is their biggest fantasy contest ever, and that's saying something. They're taking $15 million and putting it into the prize pool. $15 million. 2 millionaires, not one, 2, will be crowned each week. Still not convinced? Check this out. DraftKings offering everybody a draft one, get one special. Your $20 entry fee, and that's all it costs to get involved, $20. This is really nice. Gives you a bonus ticket. Get in on the best ball action. Download the DraftKings app. Takes 90 seconds. Use the code Colin, COLIN. All customers who enter the NFL Best Ball $15 million millionaire contest get a bonus ticket and get a shot at being crowned one of 2 millionaires. Only on DraftKings.